Hey guys, it's Evan here, and welcome back to another video. And today I'm going to be giving you that comparison look of my two Kylo Ren lightsabers, the Black Series versus the Disney Park Saber. So let's go ahead, get on into this. Alright, so here we go. We got these both laid out here on my bed, about as close to each other as you can get, and they're both facing the same way, so I can give you guys that comparison. So right here we have the Disney Park Saber, and here we have the Black Series. And you can see they're actually pretty similar to each other. There is some differences, obviously, so I've always noticed that the Black Series saber has felt a little bit bulkier than the Park Saber. That makes the Park Saber, it feels much easier to hold, a little bit, it feels nicer to hold than this one, which is a bit bulky. I've also noticed a lot of stuff on the Park Saber tends to be a little more, like, fleshed out a little. Like in here, you can see there's actually, like, a bit of a gap between the innards and this, the outer part of the saber, while on the Black Series, it's just kind of one solid piece. The Park Saber is also a lot darker than the Black Series saber. And as we kind of go down it, one of the things that the Park Saber has that the Black Series does not is the clip is actually functional. You would have seen that in my previous video focusing on this saber. This one, it's just a detail piece, doesn't actually do anything. Even the battery compartment and where the sound vents out of is different. So this one, on the Black Series, the sound vents directly out of the bottom, while on the Black Series, it vents out of, I believe, these parts right here. All right, now gone ahead and turned them over. One of the big things is the on switches are different. For the Black Series, it is this bit right here. For the Park Saber, it is actually right here. I've also noticed that the scuffing is actually a bit different on both of these sabers. You can see these scuff marks right there, while the Park Saber does not have that. When it comes down to the actual hilts of these, I personally prefer the Disney Park Saber to the Black Series. It does partially have to do with the fact that the blades can actually come out on this one and I can use it as a static hilt, but even in general, just holding this saber feels a lot more natural than holding this one. Alright, so I've got my tripod here now. I'm gonna go ahead, turn these on. You can see the difference in hopefully the brightness and also just the general turn-on effects as well. Alright, so there's them turning on, turning off, and I'll do that one more time. So one of the interesting things I've noticed about this is, while they both have the exact same ignition sound, the Black Series actually has more of a staggered feel, so it's the main blade goes on, then the two side blades go on, while you would have seen the Park Saber. They both kind of turn on at the same time, and even though it's the same sound effect on both sabers, I really do prefer the Black Series when it comes to the actual blades and the sound effects itself. It just sounds a lot better. However, the Park Series does have an advantage where it has a little bit more of a pulsing effect. I'll go ahead and turn those on again so you can see it. Yeah, you can kind of get a good bit of that on camera, the pulsing effect that the Disney Park Saber has. I'll go ahead and turn my light off so you guys can really see this as well. Alright, so let's go ahead. It's dark now. I promise this will be the last time I turn these on and off. There we go. On the right, you have the Park Saber. On the left, you have the Black Series. I've noticed that the Park Saber is actually a decent bit brighter than the Black Series, which is interesting because I prefer kind of swinging the Black Series around over the Park Saber. Alright, so got both of those off. Now I'm going to go outside and really show you guys how these look and swing them around a little bit, have a little fun. Alright guys, so here we go. We have the two Kylo Ren sabers out here. In my left hand, I have the Disney Park Saber. In my right hand, I have the Black Series. So let's go ahead, we'll fire them both up at the same time and you can see how the brightness differs. So, there you go. Of course at night they kind of look similar, but you know, it's something about this just feels so freaking cool. I am a dork. Anyways, you guys, that is it. Thank you so much for checking out this video. Both of these sabers, you know, if you were to ask me which one I would choose at the end of the day, they both have their ups and downs. Like I've said, The Park Saber is a lot nicer to hold, but for some reason, when it comes to just walking around with a lightsaber with the blades in, I really do like the Black Series. This thing is nice and hefty, even though it's annoying sometimes to hold. This is actually a really good saber to do, say, a Dayblade mod to, where you would really paint up these blades, add like some, you know, the flame effects to them and stuff like that. You can find people who have done that online. So yeah, really it kind of comes down to what you would prefer to have your saber do. If you want to have a lightsaber that you can use for trooping with, I would suggest the Black Series if you can find it. But if you just kind of want that static hilt for that display, go with the Disney Park Saber. Of course, when it comes down to finding these, the Disney Park Saber, I believe you can only buy at the actual park itself. I think there is an option that they've created that is now sold online on their store, but I think it is a little bit different. I'm not 100% sure, but this lightsaber, when I got it, you could only get it at the park. While the Black Series, on the other hand, you can just buy this online or get lucky and find it in a store. And yeah, like I said, that is it. Thank you everybody so much for checking out this video. If you want to see more of my work, go ahead, thumbs up, subscribe. You can check out all my social media links. Those are down in the description below. And of course, hope everybody is staying safe, washing your hands, all that stuff with the current world crisis. But anyways, guys, with that, remember to stay frosty. May the Force be with you. And I'll see you all in the next video.